This episode of the Recovery Couch is brought to you by JB Davis at Performance Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. For integrity, service, and unbeatable deals, ask for JB in Centerville and tell them the Recovery Couch sent you. What's up, fam? Welcome back to the Recovery Couch. I'm your host, Brandon Couch, and today we're diving into episode 3 of our Triggers and Triumphs series. Today we're going to talk about anger. Now, I know some of us grew up in homes where anger was either explosive and terrifying, or it was buried so deep we weren't even allowed to acknowledge it. So here's the truth. Anger is not the problem. Unprocessed anger is the problem. Anger is actually a signal, a symptom, a signpost, if you will, that shows us that something feels unjust, unsafe, or unhealed. But here's the catch. Anger usually isn't the whole story. It's often a mask. And underneath it, well, that's where we find the real wounds. Sometimes that anger is covering grief, a loss we never fully processed. Sometimes it's shame. We're mad at others because deep down we're mad at ourselves. Sometimes it's fear because being angry feels more powerful than being scared or being sad. I remember a time in my own journey when I was angry a lot. I thought it was part of my personality. Short fuse, quick temper, stay out of my way. But what I didn't realize was that underneath all of that was hurt, disappointment, deep rejection. I wasn't actually angry. I was internally bleeding. And anger was just a bandage that I used to cover up the wound. In recovery, we can't afford to ignore anger because if we don't deal with it, it will deal with us. It will wreck relationships. It will sabotage our recovery progress. And it will be the fuel for our relapse. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26 says, "Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger." God isn't afraid of your anger. In fact, He invites us to bring our anger to Him, raw, honest, and unfiltered. And if I'm being honest with my family on this episode, I take all of my anger as honest as I can to God whenever I start to feel it in prayer. Because when we bring our anger into the light, it loses its grip. When we talk about it, when we pray about it, when we journal it or bring it into the community, we can begin to disarm it. So how do we move through anger without getting stuck in it? Let me give you 3 quick tools. 1, name it. Don't just say, "I'm mad." Be specific. Say, "I feel disrespected. I feel overlooked. I feel hurt." Number 2, trace it. Ask, "Where have I felt this before?" This helps you uncover what your anger is really about. And number 3, release it. Pray. Talk to someone safe. Scream into your pillow if you have to, but don't let it fester. Because remember, anger is part of being human. It just doesn't have to be in the driver's seat anymore. Next time on the Recovery Couch, we're getting even deeper into the world of shame, the silent killer of recovery. We'll unpack what it is, where it comes from, and how to start breaking free from it. Until then, don't run from your anger. Listen to it. Let it point you to what still needs healing. If this episode spoke to you, do me a favor. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Brandon Couch, and I want to thank you for sitting with me today on the Recovery Couch. This episode is brought to you by Greg Swartz at Remax Victory and Affiliates. Whether you're buying or selling your home, Greg brings heart, hustle, and honesty to every deal. Call Greg at 937-477-8975 today.